Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Glad you are here. If you are passionate about building, repairing DIY art, you are in the right place. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe so you never miss any of the awesome content coming your way. Don't forget to turn on the notification so you're always in the loop. Let's dive in and thanks for being part of this journey with me. Today we are starting off with the Vespa PX200 SE 2424 carburetor. And as you can see, it's not in good condition, dusty, dirty, full of old engine oil, and of course the throttle light is blocked, and the smell out of gasoline is really disgusting. And I don't even know what it looks like inside. Probably most of you would say buy a new one, but here's an important point that the quality from the 80s is not the same now. So always try to save what can be saved, and that's very important. We are starting to remove the float chamber. Once this is done, we always see in which condition the carburetor is at the end. Honestly, you will be quite surprised what I have found. Unbelievable. It needs a bit of pressure to remove it, but once it's in my hand, I will show you how it looks inside. So unbelievable, really unbelievable. And here's a short tip. So as a gasoline oil mixture for two-stroke engine, it's generally only usable for a limited period. So the shelf life depends on several factors, but generally the following can be said. So first of all, unopened container. An unused gas oil mixture in a well-sealed container can last up to 1 year. This is especially true if the container is stored in a cool and dry place. But honestly, this is really a perfect condition, so forget the first one. So second one is open container. So the situation we have right now here, as you can see it right now. So once it's open, the mixture can be only used for 3 to 6 months. The shelf life decreases because gasoline tends to oxide over the time, so causing a loss in the fuel quality. The oil can also degrade, which reduces its lubricating effectiveness. So keep in mind, always removing it. So if it's there for 3 months at least, remove the gas and the oil, renew it. So next one is the storage condition. Storage condition containers are crucial. If the mixture is exposed to air and in this space, in a warm area, it can deteriorate more quickly. Ideally, the mixture should be stored in a cool, dry and well-ventilated area to maximize its shelf life. So as already mentioned, so keep it dry, closed, then it's fine. Last test, as already mentioned a few seconds ago, the smell test. If the mixture smells suspicious, rancid gasoline, it should no longer be used. Remove it. Renew it, remove it, clean it, that's it. Keep also in mind, if you're driving two-stroke engine, it's very, very important that, as you can see, it's crucial that you're following the rule that if the two-stroke, in my case, the Vespa, is staying longer than 3 months, remove the gas. Very important. After such a time, the float is usually dark orange and not white. It seems it has already been replaced. Here's some tips for your Vespa if it's not taking gas when you're moving the throttle tube. First one, and this has happened a lot, check if your fuel hose is not too long, #gravity, and as well check that the gas pipe and the filter is not clogged. Second and third tip is check the float is easily moving on its axle and it's floating. If there's a leak and gasoline is in the float, you need to replace it. Especially when you bought an old Vespa and the engine was not fired up for a while. I'm sure that the float needle is as well broken and this has to be replaced. Last tip is that the carburetor is mounted perfectly with the right gasket set. That's the needle I meant, and there's a rubber at the tip that quickly breaks after a long period of use, so always replace it. The second filter is located behind the cap, and I'm pretty sure that the pre-chamber looks the same as the main chamber. Keep in mind why I'm saying second filter is that I'm always using another filter in the gas pipe. So as you can see, the main chamber is full of old hardened oil. Please, once you have the carburetor in your hand, be sure to remove all seals and filters. I think it's the best advice I can give you. You can also see that the access to the pre-chamber is completely closed. For this case, you can take the parts from the Carburetor SI 2020, the Vespa PX200, and it's quite more common to find and easier to find these parts, and much more cheaper. So they fit one-to-one. I remove all sealing rings with a plastic scalpel. Do not use a wire brush or sandpaper, that would destroy the sealing surfaces here. I try to loosen the throttle slide with heat, and yes, there's another seal on the cap of the housing, almost on fire. People often forget to replace them, so keep in mind to replace this as well. For cleaning and removing the dust, I'm using a brake cleaner and a brush. That's it, or use toothbrush. Nothing else, yeah. Don't use sandpaper or wired brush. This will destroy the carburetor. After 2 hours of cleaning the carburetor, it looks really good, to be honest. You see with the light that the main chamber is looking fantastic, but we are still not done. So the next step is we would like to put it in the oven, yeah? The carburetor should be left in with the head down for 10 minutes at 100 degree, upside down, circulating air. Please do it twice, and use as well a discarded oven, a tip from my wife. Otherwise you will not get rid of the smell of the oil which drips onto the floor. When everything is cleaned, the carburetor gets a new seal and jets. Very important, yeah. Buy as well always new jets. The fuel air mixture screw will be screwed completely in and then 1.5 turns unscrewed. That's the standard setting of the SE. Again, the standard setting for the gas is moving the idle screw so long that the throttle slide is around 2 millimeters open, and that's the baseline, yeah, for firing up the machine. So we are done and packed the carburetor in the bag so that it doesn't get dusty or contaminated with some foreign pieces, yeah. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, see you, bye bye.